In the town of East Wasilla came a new kid as big as a bear and mean as a gorilla. Now in this country town, kids farmed in farm season. But why this city kid showed up, no one quite knew the reason. Now Bearilla was really mean and we're not really sure why. Perhaps because she was ugly and her breath could make you cry. Whatever the reason, being ugly or her breath, all the kids were frightened. She had them scared to death. It didn't take long for Bearilla to set up shop, shaking down kids for their lunch money non-stop. As kids lined up, they pulled out their money to pay. No one would stand up to her. They all would obey. Now, Sheep was the one who would never hurt a fly. He had won the medal for kindness the last 4th of July. Bearilla saw Sheep carelessly walking through the hall. She shouted,
"I didn't get your lunch money, I can't seem to recall."
Sheep felt giving Bearilla his money wasn't right. He wasn't going to do it, and he wasn't going to fight. Poor Sheep ran to class with a ring around his eye, crying,
"Bearilla took my money. She even made me cry."
Sheep cried and cried. The whole class felt bad. Mr. Owl Sheep's teacher knew he must help the lad.
"What's going on? Who did this to you, Sheep? I haven't seen you this upset since we read Little Bo Peep."
"It's Bearilla the bully. She's even taken the clothes we have on. She's taken our lunch, our money, and self-respect. She's even taken pig's corn."
All the kids loved Mr. Owl down at the farm school. He was one of a few teachers that the kids thought was cool. Maybe it was the fact that he played a sweet guitar. Or it could have been the fact that he drove a fast sports car. Mr. Owl was cool and the kids didn't care why. He always made you feel good when someone made you cry. Mr. Owl said,
"I could give her detention, that's one thing I could do. But that doesn't mean she'll stop bothering you. The answer is not hard for all of you to fix. You don't need a magician nor a bag of magic tricks. Don't fight, don't run. This is how you'll win. Try being nice to Bearilla. It seems like she needs a friend."
Well, their eyes opened wide and their mouths hung low, like a deer caught in headlights standing next to a doe. And then Cat spoke up, and this is what he said. I imagine it was the first thing that came into his head.
"We've always respected the fact that you've always given us a good word, but that's the most ridiculous thing that we have ever heard."
And then the bell rang, for it was the end of the day. Each kid left and went their own way. The next day each kid waited for Bearilla to come. Each kid pondered whether to fight or to run. Then the door swung open and Bearilla walked in. Seeing the kids lined up made her grin an evil grin. Each kid was in fear. Bearilla yelled,
"Give me your cash. Anyone who won't pay with my fist I will smash."
Then Sheep stepped up and pushed up his sleeves. Bearilla said,
You're back for more. I find that hard to believe.
Then Sheep said,
I'm not going to run and I'm not going to fight, even if you beat me every day and every night. So go ahead and do what you're going to do. By the way, Bearilla, I'm not afraid of you.
And then one of the other kids had the courage to yell, If you beat Sheep up, you got to beat me up as well. Then the others spoke up. They weren't afraid anymore. It looked like the number was at least 20 plus 4. Bearilla stood there looking down at her feet.
"Go ahead and get me. I deserve to get beat."
Then the kid said,
Fighting is not what we do, and we don't mind being a friend to you.
Bearilla said,
"You'd be my friend after I treated you so bad?"
A friend is something Bearilla never had. The next day at lunch, Mr. Owl played guitar. Bearilla and her friends ate at the snack bar. Everyone was happy as the lunch lady waved, for this was the day Bearilla the bully behaved. The end.
Hello, I'm Ed Sproul, author and illustrator of the book Bearilla the Bully Behaved. Some kids may not know what bullying is. Sometimes you may start out having fun with someone, but at some point your actions may turn into bullying. One way to tell if you're bullying someone is to ask yourself these questions. Are my words hurting someone else's feelings? Are my actions hurting someone else physically? Are my words making someone else afraid? Would I want someone else to do this to me? Am I unfairly taking out my anger on someone? Am I trying to control someone else against their will? Remember, you have the power to stop bullying.
For more information about purchasing an autographed copy of the book Bearilla the Bully Behaved, or one of the other books written by Ed and Sonia Sproul, please visit our website, www.edsproul.com. There you can also find out information about scheduling a school visit and other fun pages for kids.